They showed a video of John Cena's recovery from when he suffered the injury after his surgery, how he was slowly training to get back, and how when Vic Guerrero announced that John Cena would face Alberto for the World Heavyweight Championship, John Cena showed that he was ready. I'm impressed how John Cena was able to come back from another injury that should have kept him out for a long time. The first one was a neck injury. I mean, a pectoral muscle injury where he should have been out for a year, but he came back a few months later at the Royal Rumble, made a great return. The neck injury happened later on 2008 of that year when John Cena returned, when John suffered the injury at SummerSlam at the hands of Batista. He came back a few months later and won the World Heavyweight title. So John is making yet another return. This time he is going to face Alberto for the world title inside. Well, I don't think it's going to be inside Hell in a Cell. I think it's going to be a normal one-on-one match, but it's going to be at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And I'm looking forward to seeing how John Cena will do at the pay-per-view because, like I said, I mean, he suffered that injury 2 months ago. Back in August, he suffered the injury. It's been 2 months. John Cena, he looks ready, but I'm wondering if he should come back this soon. I mean, it would make sense to come back at Survivor Series. That makes sense, but no, I guess he decided he's coming back at the pay-per-view against Alberto for the world title. Now, I don't think John's going to win the title. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to lay out Alberto. Damian comes in, cashes it in, and wins the world title. That is what I'm predicting is going to happen. That is what I think Damian's going to do. He's going to cash it in, win the world title, and hopefully they build Damian up as a world champion to be a believable one. Like they did with Alberto this year, how they had him rival against, Ziggler, and then Christian, and RVD. I like Alberto as a world heavyweight champion, especially as a heel. So if they do the same with Damian, they better hope they do it right and put him against former world champions or veterans who can help him look good, like they did with Alberto when he went up against the veterans like Christian and RVD. But like I said, Damian's going to win the world title. Alberto's going to lose it. Cena's going to lay him out. And he'll probably help Daniel Bryan against his rivalry with Triple H and Stephanie. Speaking of Orton, he had an interesting night as well when he confronted Shawn Michaels, threatened him if he tries to screw him. Then he defeated The Miz, and then he attacked Daniel Bryan backstage when it looked like he was gonna hurt Brie Bella, but instead Daniel Bryan walked into a trap and Orton just laid him out. Now I don't know how this match is gonna go at Hell in a Cell because it can go many ways. One, Shawn Michaels could screw Daniel Bryan and work with Triple H, but I don't think Shawn will actually do that because I doubt he's gonna show up every week for Raw. Unless they're gonna have him, they want him to come back for one more match. I don't know. All I do know is, I seriously doubt Shawn's gonna do that. I doubt they're gonna have him pull a screw job. But again, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens at the pay-per-view. But all I do know is that Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan are gonna have a good match, and I'm sure the fans are gonna love it, especially inside the cell. And hopefully we see some blood. Next, we have, the match that I think was the one that did the best, the one that was the most talked about match. And it involves the Rhodes against the Shield. Now, I'm not going to talk about CM Punk and Ryback. I'm not going to talk about what happened with Tamina and Brie Bella. The reason I'm not is because this was the match of the night. This was the match that everyone enjoyed. Everyone was at the edge of their seats on, and this was the match that I think was the best tag team championship match we've seen on Raw. Now, they made this match no disqualification. Sorry about earlier. They made this match no disqualification, and in a way, this was good. It was good that they made it no DQ because it really made this match all the better, especially Goldust, who did pretty well in this tag team match. This was his first, I believe, first tag team championship match in years, since he's teamed up with Booker T when they won the tag team titles years ago. Now he's teamed up with his brother for the tag titles, and this was a good match. I loved it a lot. It had everything you needed for a good tag match. And it's interesting how TNA years ago, they had the best teams. They had the fans getting behind the tag team division, and they had everything they needed for their tag team division to beat anything WWE had in their tag team divisions years ago. Now it looks like it's shifted. TNA's tag team division doesn't get the fans excited, doesn't get the crowd going, and WWE, their tag team match, especially this one, has gotten the fans interested, especially this match. Goldust did pretty well, so did Cody. Dean Ambrose got involved in the match, of course, since it was no DQ, but it was still good. And it looked like the Shield were about to put Cody through the triple power bomb, but Goldust came in with a steel chair. He took everybody out, but Roman Reigns got him down. He was about to use the chair on Goldust, but Goldust countered. He ran to the ropes and jumped on Roman to a crossbody while Roman had the chair. So it was pretty good, and the crowd really got behind this match. They were all chanting, "This is awesome!" And it was awesome. I loved it a lot, and I'm glad this match went so well. I thought the Shield were gonna try to win, but I knew differently. I knew WWE were setting the tag team titles to be changed that night, and I was right. During near the end, Roman Reigns speared Goldust right through the barricade, destroying that side, and Dean Ambrose was trying to help his partners get the victory, but in comes Big Show through the crowd. He knocks out Dean Ambrose. He takes out Seth Rollins, and Cody, he went for the disaster kick. Roman ducked. As soon as he did, wham! Big Show knocked him out. Cody got the pin. 1, 2, 3. I jumped out of my seat. I was so happy. Cody Rhodes and his brother are now the tag team champions, the Rhodes Dynasty. Kind of a rip-off of the Hart Dynasty, but this actually works. I liked it a lot. This was a great tag match, and the crowd went nuts. Triple H got in the ring, of course. He was upset. He was pissed. He saw Big Show up in the crowd chanting, "Yes, yes, yes," with the crowd. It was awesome. This was awesome. This was a great night. I loved it. I love how they ended it with Cody and Goldust winning the tag titles. And they're going to set this up with Triple H and Big Show probably fighting at Hell in a Cell. I'm betting that's what's going to happen. And if they do, I hope it happens. And I hope Big Show wins his match against Triple H. I hope it does happen. I'm taking off. If you guys had a different opinion, what you thought about Raw, leave comments below and let me know what you guys thought. And also, I am predicting at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, they're going to have Cody and Goldust defend their tag titles against the Usos, who were the rightful number one contenders to face for the tag titles, against Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, against the Wyatts. 4-way match for the tag titles. That is my prediction. That is what's going to happen at the pay-per-view. We're going to have 4 great teams go at it, and I'm predicting that the Rhodes are going to retain their titles or the Wyatts win the titles. I think it can go either way. All I know is we are going to is that Raw did well.